Hi, CMS. This is Miss Kraft reporting live just outside Canandaigua Middle School. Our 2020 election polls have closed. The results are coming in, but it's not just as simple as counting up the number of votes because we have the Electoral College. We are going to cut to Mr. Mahar to see how the past elections have gone. Now remember, CMS has correctly predicted the outcome of the election since at least 2004.
Thank you, Ms. Kraft. Back here in the CMS News election headquarters, we're taking a look at some past elections and how the middle school voted. Back in 2012, we had a matchup between President Obama running for re-election against Mitt Romney, the Republican, and you can see Obama cruised to a 476 to 72 electoral college win. The parties flipped in 2016 as the middle school came out strongly in favor of Donald Trump over Hillary Clinton, 359 to 161. Now, what are these numbers, you might be wondering? Well, of course, it's the Electoral College. As you know, in our country, we don't just have one election. Each state essentially has their own presidential election. Whoever wins the state wins all of that state's Electoral College votes. Where do they get these numbers for the Electoral College? Well, it all is based on how many representatives they have in Congress, which there are 435, which are distributed to each state based on population, and then 100 senators, which every state has 2. Every state has to have at least 3 votes in the Electoral College, and they can get as many as based on population, California. New York itself has 29. Here in the middle school, we have 11 states, and these states are, again, going to have Electoral College votes based on population. So you can see they range from the large state of the faculty and staff with 77 to the other various states. Wait, we have breaking news. We're going to cut to our correspondent, Ms. Kraft, who is live in New York City for an exclusive interview with President Trump.
Thank you, Mr. Mahar. This is Ms. Kraft again, outside of Trump Tower in New York City. And unfortunately, President Trump is unavoidably detained, so we are unable to have our exclusive interview. We are going to head back to Mr. Mahar in our CMS newsroom to find out some of our results.
Okay, thank you again, Ms. Kraft. We are now back here in the newsroom, and the results are coming in. We're going to start with the largest prize here, the faculty and staff with 77 Electoral College votes, and it goes to Joe Biden. I can tell you 6th grade is coming in next, and traditionally this has been a stronghold of the Republicans. Let's see how it's coming in. Oh, and it looks like a Biden is running the table here in 6th grade as well. We're going to go live to Delaware, where Ms. Kraft has an interview with the candidate Joe Biden.
Thank you, Mr. Mahar. I am here in Delaware. It is a beautiful sunny day. Unfortunately, former Vice President Joe Biden is still on the campaign trail and is also unable to meet with me for our exclusive interview. Let's head back to the newsroom and see the rest of our results.
Thank you, Ms. Kraft. Unfortunate about that interview, but hopefully you got to enjoy the day at the beach. So more results are coming in right now. We have the 7th grade to report, and 7th grade goes to Joe Biden. Now, I happen to know that the Owasco vote was extremely close and could have easily flipped with just a few more votes into the Trump camp. But it has gone blue too. And now we have 8th grade reporting, and it looks like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have run the table for the Democrats in the middle school. 100% of the Electoral College votes going to Joe Biden. Now, it's a little bit closer in the popular vote here. You can see the results of the popular vote. And now for our last comment, we're going to our White House correspondent, Ms. Kraft, down in D.C.
Thank you, Mr. Mahar. I'm back here in Washington, D.C., just outside the White House again. Now, the results of our Canandaigua Middle School election came in pretty quickly. However, the results of the national election may not be known quite as soon. It may take days or weeks before we know who will be living here and running our country for the next 4 years. We want to thank you all for participating in our middle school election this year. This is Ms. Kraft signing off.